Hey, it's JC1424 once again with Gran Turismo 4. And in this episode of our GT mode playthrough, part 81, we're going to do another endurance event. Today it's going to be the El Capitan 200 miles. Of course, at the track that's, famous for coming along with this game for the first time, El Capitan, which is at the Yosemite National Park, even though they can't actually have a track there, duh. But it's great scenery and all that stuff. We've been there a bunch of times. I love this track. I think the AI suck at it though. Last episode, we did the Legend of the Silver Arrow in Mercedes, a one-make race, and they gave us this Mercedes-Benz CLK touring car. And it is gorgeous. Come look at this thing. Before we go buy the car we're going to use in this endurance race, we got to look at this car. Just look at all the little D2 logos in the silver of the paint job. It's so reflective and gorgeous. I never noticed it that much in Gran Turismo 3, but I definitely do in this game. And it's another touring car or whatever. But I mean, there aren't many events in the game left that use touring cars. They don't do it that often. I think the only one that really comes to mind was the one that we did at Nürburgring, the 24-hour event. But yeah, we're at 60.2% game completion, and we should get to 60.3 or 0.4 with this episode. We are going to go back to Germany to buy our car for this event. We're going to go to BMW, and I am going to use a Bmw Z4 in the El Capitan 200 miles. That is right here, 2003. Whenever I first got this game and I came up on this event, I bought it in, I think, this shade of blue right here. I put some yellow rims on it and a wing or spoiler. And obviously we don't drive it as convertible because it's not a special condition event or timeout rally. Instead, you put the top on it. But I might have needed some tuning to get through this because I remember a Pagani Zonda comes into this event, and that obviously is a very strong contender compared to this tiny little car. But this is one of my dream cars. I think I do want to buy it in a different color though, but I'm not sure which. Yeah, let's go with this dark red. I think I've been driving a lot of red cars recently though. It's gonna be 75,600 credits. I'm trying to get to the fucking race, but no, I'm stuck in a goddamn menu. I can't even click on the... Fuck this piece of shit controller. I'm tired of this shit. I can't steer, and I can't go through a menu now. So this is the part of the series where I finally give up on the silver controller, and we use the black one that doesn't have analog problems. So we're gonna go to the wheel shop. Yeah, standard sports tires. And I am going to click on Inkai because I know they have what I'm looking for. I just gotta do the loading and stuff. I'm looking for black ones with red around them. They have just the red one's entire rim in general. Yeah, like this, except red, which would be right there. Yeah, it looks really nice. It's a bit brighter, but I think it's a nice touch to have a brighter red on there. There might be a few other ones. There's this. That's more red. And then that's even more red. I think it's darker, but it's more space on the rim. And I guess that's all. We have three options to pick from. This one, or the other one. To be honest, yeah, I'm going to go with the first one just because I have this little red Inkai logo in the middle. So we'll buy that. Now I want to go to the wing shop, get a wing. I think the really good ones towards the end cost more and more. It costs $500 to return it to its original state. It's already in the original state. Okay, so they're not going to just let me spend $500 for no reason. That's cool of you, game. That's really cool. Yeah, I want to get one of the curved ones, which start right here. This is just basic. It's got a little lip to it in the middle. And then you've got the ones with three right here. I think I want to go with black because the car has like the black rims with the red around them. White wouldn't be too bad, but we're going to go ahead with this. And honestly, I thought they'd be more and more expensive as you go through them, but no, they're all 1,200. Okay, then. And now we're going to go to oil change to give it the extra boost in horsepower. Horsepower. Oh, man. Horsepower. It already gains some whenever I first get the car because the game just does that. But if I do this, it'll gain even more. But I'll probably still need some kind of upgrade to be competent in this race with the Pagani Zonda. There you go. Get your oil change. Yeah, the little animation slides out from the front of the car. Sometimes he goes in the front and he comes out the back. So now we're going to get out of that, go to the endurance events, Coliseum with its yellow and blue. I bet y'all love those yellow and blue text thumbnails, and then have like the blue and yellow underneath it. And we've gotten all these done. Got some IA license ones that I can't do yet. We'll get the IA license in a few weeks probably. But yes, El Capitan 200 miles requires the A license. 250,000 credits is the grand prize. We just spent 75,000 on the car, plus a few more for the wing, rims, whatever. In the end, after getting upgrades for this, if it's not up to par, which I assume, we should still have made at least 150,000, maybe 125,000. It's gonna be a 66 lap race, and of course we're gonna be going to it forward. We're gonna go to this big special event backwards. Some of y'all might be wondering why I put these things in the car that probably really don't do anything as far as speed goes, but it just looks cooler with a spoiler and some cooler rims, photogenic for the thumbnail. The Pagani Zonda didn't even show up to this load up of the race, but we still have a bunch of great names in here that are somewhat concerning. This car only has like 240 horsepower. You could maybe use a stage 1 or stage 2 upgrade. Then we got the SL65 AMG, the Cerberus Speed 6, Lotus Motorsport Elise I might be able to go up against. I don't know about the Shelby Series 1 Supercharged. I don't think the T350C would be very concerning either, but we'll see what the A-Spec point rating is. Yeah, that's, don't know about that. But I guess I'll kind of see if I can get a hint, like, how much faster they are. Of course, they get wheel spin, there's that. And they might also have, like, some kind of racing tires, because it's an endurance race. They're driving off into the sand. Yeah, we are so lacking in horsepower. But I'm going to try and drive good for a bit, and see if I can actually catch up to them, I don't know. Well, the car was strong in the first half of the track, but once we got into all these, slightly larger straights, then, yeah, they become a problem. They've got that much more horsepower. So, I mean, if I just add, like, stage 1 turbo kit to this thing, and maybe some better tires, because I don't think I'm going to have great tire duration here, we probably have it. But obviously I can't win in this scenario. So, we'll enter this generic BMW Tuned Shop. It doesn't actually have a logo up there. I don't know if there's maybe any other tuned shops that have that there. I don't know what that is. But it doesn't take turbo. It takes like engine overhauls or whatever. Now, I should have known this, but no. 4,900 will gain us 22 horsepower. I don't think that's enough. But then stage 2 over here for 12,500 will gain us a bunch. I think that's like 83 horsepower, I guess. I think that's a bit much, but I think it would definitely get the job done. So we'll go ahead and do that. And for tires, we're probably just going to go with super hard racing tires, because, you see, these have the most life. but they just drive worse. But I think it doesn't really matter in the end as long as I've got the power, and as long as they're racing tires, the car still handles great. Then all these right here, the car handles better, but doesn't last as long, and that would become the actual serious problem. So we're just going to spin the least amount and have a lot of life. Not to mention, the harder your tires are, the better A-Spec rating you get. I bought racing tires, but I'm not allowed to equip racing tires for this race. I mean, that's shame on me, because they did put that on the screen at some point, and I just ignored it, I guess. Alright, 3 of the cars from the first attempt at this race have shown up for the second time. The TVR T350C, the Shelby Series 1 Supercharged, and the Mercedes SL65 AMG. I think they're all in different colors now. I didn't know that the Supercharged came in silver and blue, though. Oh my gosh, that mountain's so awesome. But now we have a Corvette Z06 and a Dodge Viper GTS. I wish the Viper GTS came in the color that the Shelby came in. It's still a 200-point race, but I know I have a lot more horsepower now, so we might just win our way into getting a ton of A-Spec points. Okay, I'm going to half throttle it at first. Okay, yeah, no wheel spin, if at all, really, nothing. Now, of course, we're getting a great start on acceleration, but we should hang in there a lot better this time. They are not really that great at this track, so they can have, like, better cars, but yeah, look at us just close this gap right back up in this hairpin. A lot quicker than he did whenever I did the race the first time. Well, started the race the first time. We didn't actually do the race. Caught this Corvette Z06 who's just falling back really quickly. Try to work my way around him. Gosh, this car don't turn without them damn racing tires. I mean, I don't know if the car would have turned better or worse with super hard racing tires compared to medium sports tires. But sports tires I think are better than standard tires. Standard tires, they're supposed to last longer but be total fucking garbage, like the worst shit you can imagine. And that's why we drive with that shit. It's cheap. But these sports tires, you know, they're meant for shit like this. You know, throwing the car around, drifting, whatever the hell. This Mercedes just bashing into the wall. Oh my god, look at that TVR. It is hot. That is a sexy color. Nightclub car show color. I'm trying to go around him. He's just going to run me off the track. Okay. Man, just looking at the car in that color makes me want to get it. But we're keeping up with the Shelby Series 1 in the latter portions of the track. At least a lot better. Once we get into the first sections of the track, we should totally close the gap. Almost hit the invisible wall right there. Okay, hit that one. Stop wrecking me. Okay. Go ahead and wreck me then. It's like I already passed the guy, but he went ahead and made sure I had to keep on passing him after I already did. Yeah, even if they have better tires or a faster car, I should be able to overcome that one in skill, in pace alone. Because the fact that I just bought some racing tires and then they shunned that shit away from me leads me to believe that's exactly what happened if I even did get racing tires whenever I first got this game, like 2014, and did this against the Zonda. Because I slowly but surely was able to beat him in the long run. So now I'm 8 seconds behind. I know I can win this race with my pace and all. But damn, I didn't need that. And here we are. That's simple. Now, I actually have to close the gap on the Shelby Series 1. It's a 66 lap race, and every lap is, I guess, a little over 2 minutes. Obviously, we came from a dead stop for our start, so the first lap's going to be a lot longer than every other one, aside from pit stops, of course. I'd say about 2 minutes and 10 seconds on average. And of course, like always with endurance races, I let you guys see my fastest lap as part of the most important footage, not the entire freaking thing and just waste your time. Some people probably want to see me do every single race, start to finish, no cuts. But like, there's a lot of whining whenever I have to do races over and over again, so it's like, there's no point in it. And then once you see me do one lap around the track, then I don't think it even matters anymore. I think at some points in the early parts of the series, I didn't even show like the full first laps. I would just skip to the end once I got to the lead, because you'd already seen me race at a certain track with different cars. And I didn't expect it to really be that different. But yeah, we're closing this gap up. It'll happen. Oh god, never mind. The best lap after just the second lap is under 2 minutes. But yeah, we were much slower in the first lap. Well, yeah, I got fucking wrecked. I got wrecked. No wonder why it was longer. We came from a dead stop and we wrecked, which was another dead stop. A freaking spin, a total 360. Oh my god, I go up the hill, I can't even see the guy in front of me. Yeah, they have no pace here, they have no talent. If you want to pass them, it's all about just making sure you know how they swing their cars through the curves and then just go underneath them. Even if you're taking the corner terribly, they take their corner so slow, even on the right line, that you just slip right underneath them and then you're gone. But yeah, we're already down like one less bar of fuel, and I'm going to drive away with this. I don't know if I am as intimidated right now racing with this car without the Pagani Zonda, because I feel like I was just constantly changing the lead through pit strategy whenever I first did this race back in 2014. But I'm going to drive away right now. This car is small, so it's probably, not too hard on its tires. And I think I'll have this one in the bag from here on out. Ugh, front tires with all the heavy braking getting destroyed. Made it 9 laps. I could go 10, but I'm losing my lead to the Shelby Series 1. I got up to about 7.5 seconds, and now it's down to like 5 seconds. And he's always gaining like a second in that front straight, and then I just beat him throughout the rest of the track by like 1.5 or 2 seconds. And yeah, there's our first pit stop of the race. Only fall to third, and of course down to, I guess, like 20-second gap behind him. So now I just need to get back on my A game, make as fast laps as possible. Hello. Okay, well, Mercedes got around us, but that's not going to last for long. Well, it wouldn't if you would get out of the way. Now he's just holding me up. But hopefully they pit really soon. Not like within like the next 5 laps, but like the next 3 laps. That way I can feel quite secure in just, being faster and eventually pulling away despite having more pit stops or something. It could be like 1 more pit stop. I hope it's not 2 more pit stops. This shouldn't get in the way of us. Yeah, now it's 23.5 seconds because we passed the line coming off pit road and still gotta get the speed and all that. Okay, passed Mercedes again. And yeah, I just gotta use these fresh tires to make great laps. I was making great laps a couple laps before my tires got into the orange. Oh my god, will you please take a pit stop? Finally, 5 laps later, Shelby Series 1 heads down pit road. Which means, okay, well, my girlfriend had to walk in with a calculator because I can't drive good and do the math in my freaking head. But it's like, I'm going to pit every 9 laps, and that's 7 pit stops. And then he's going to pit every 14 laps, which means he'd be taking like 4 pit stops. Like, I'm going to have 3 pit stops more than, like, I feel like that's a way to not win the race. And sure, I come back out with the lead, but eventually I take 2 pit stops where he takes another pit stop, and that's just dumb. And that's going to happen multiple times this race. So, like, I don't think we're going to win. But I'm definitely going to finish at least second. With 24-second lead, I'm coming down pit road on lap 18, of course, for my second pit stop. We pull in, and we leave, leading that lap, and he's back to the lead. I gotta run. What the fuck was I supposed to do? I want to slow down. I ain't got time for that shit. Ain't nobody got time for that. Oh my god. We're lapping somebody. I forgot that was one of the events that would occur in this long race. Because, duh. That was not nice, okay? Is that not the exact same car that I was just using last episode? I mean, it's SL55, SL65, something else 55, I don't freaking know. But it was red. I got a pit in a couple laps. Yeah, and with about a 6.5 second lead, I'm going to take my third pit stop of the race on lap 27. The difference between this scenario and what happened whenever I took my first pit stop, whenever I had a lead about just as big, is that he's going to pit the very next lap to take his second pit stop. Yeah, and there he goes, as well as the car I just lapped. I wasn't actually expecting to really show you much pit stop footage, but it's a pretty big deal, so I might as well show you the pit stop. It's such a big deal in the race. Yeah, it doesn't matter how big his lead is. He's going to pit next lap. Hello? Okay, yeah, he's pitting. Now I'm going to pass him just before he leaves his pit stall, probably. He also might have gotten held up by that Mercedes because they were together on the map, and usually they have a really hard time passing each other because they're not aggressive like me. I just fucking bulldozed the Shelby Series 1 earlier. Yeah, then we pass him right here, and I lead that lap, and we're right back to the lead. Fourth pit stop of the race. I have a 35.7 second lead. I'm going to leave pit road, exit pit road, head into turn 1, and he's going to be like 8 seconds behind me or something. Yeah, that's it. That's all she wrote. We win.
An Italian with my Italian.
What the fuck? She has this fucking dorky Italian hat. I'm cooking some Parmesan chicken and green bean casserole while I'm going bipolar trying to figure out if I'm even going to win this race. My camera's going to max out, so I might as well stop at some point, put the video on the computer, and then continue the race. Maybe let the phone charge for a bit. But I mean, wait. Oh shit. Look at that. Damn. And with a 49 second lead, because he just pit on 42, I'm going to take my fifth stop on 45. And, this is what I'm eating. The green bean casserole that I have hardly any time to eat. Oh my god. I'm going to mix my green bean casserole and my noodles. Shit. Okay. I mean, I just got that, but I kept driving so I could let it cool down. Tastes amazing because my girlfriend is amazing. I'm not entitled to this, by the way. I am blessed by God because she's an angel. Well, hello, you little famine. I was gonna say famine. Guy wrecks me. I put him a lap down towards the end. How does it feel? Douche nozzle. Yeah, I hit the wall. That doesn't exist. Slowpoke. Loser. What's up? I'll tell you what's up. You're in my way. Yeah, we lapped him before the halfway point, so I knew we'd lap him again, and this is the only guy we're going to be able to do that with. And that, my friends, my viewers, is why I love the BMW Z4. The fact that I got 200 A-Spec points for the first time in ages for a race. And for an endurance race. There you go. All it took was a 12,000 credit upgrade on the engine. Tire upgrade was pointless. I didn't even need the oil change, to be honest. Yeah, we lapped everyone except for the Shelby Series 1. We lapped the Mercedes twice. Okay. No one wants to wait through that shit. Yeah, come on. Give me all the money. Okay. 3 million and almost 700,000. So close to 4 million. I have to remember to save the replay. Don't want to forget to do that. Prize car. Oh, shit. The Minolta Toyota 88 CV race car. That's another car that I could have used in the Super Speedway Endurance. But we have officially complete 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 of the endurance races. And there's 16 of them. So, yeah, we're halfway there finally. And we still got 2 24-hour races, and these two right here are probably very long. The 8-hour race, yeah, like the last of them are really long ones. So, I mean, I don't know if you can actually say that we're halfway there. But this video could have not been made so great, and I could have not won that race without the help of my loving Pepsi. Oh yeah, and my girlfriend, way above that, totally. I think what fueled me to actually win that race and not just exit out was the smell of the green bean casserole while it was on its way. Okay, so not 60.3, it's 60.4. That's nice to see. I can't get rid of this car. I love this car so much. And actually, somewhere in one of these drawers, in my bag of cars, there we go. I have a BMW Z4 race car or tuner car or something like that. I wish Hot Wheels would actually make it a priority to have headlights and taillights. They got the body, of course. It's black with red and blue stripes on it. It's Gran Turismo things. I love the BMW Z4. It's definitely my favorite car by them, although it's not the best. Most people would say, oh, totally the M3 GTR, but Z4, it's small, but it is wicked. Fuck the Miata. See you next time. That's that, and episode over.